You're watching Moms Matter, and we're going to talk today about crystal healing with Mariah Lyons-Starr, who is incredible, and I am so happy to have you with us today.
Thank you. So excited to be here.
So you have all these amazing crystals out here, and I know a lot of people say that crystals are hocus pocus and they don't really work. So how do we know that they really do work?
Well, to be completely honest, science is just beginning to catch up with what mystics and healers have been practicing for a very long time. Working with minerals and working with different earth medicine in terms of plants and crystals, minerals, it has been a form of medicine and healing since the beginning of time. So quantum physics tells us that we are all vibrating energy, that we are all frequency that is condensed into matter. Crystals actually hold a specific frequency in them. So each one of them has a specific and different frequency. As we are all vibrating energy and frequency, the different crystals correlate to different spaces within our body, which then harmonize and balance those frequencies. So I often look at it as almost like musical tones, how there's different musical tones that harmonize, there's different tones within the crystals that harmonize within our own frequency. So there is a science to it, and modern science is beginning to catch up with it. However, it is more something that is a subtle, it's a subtle science, so to speak. So it's a subtle, energetic way of healing.
I mean, I know crystals work because I've worked with you and I've seen the results of using crystals. Whether you want to say, some people say, oh, it's mental, it's not really physically doing anything. But I do believe it physically does things. Now, Mariah, you came to my house and you worked with my little girls and they thought it was incredible. And they said to me, when you see Mariah today, ask her how she knew which crystals to choose for us. So if you were to look over here and you were to feel my energy, how would you know which crystals I needed right now at this moment?
Well, twofold. So one, I work with them very intuitively in that they radiate a specific energy and frequency to me, the same as your field does. So we're working with specific energy fields. So let's say that there might be something within your body that needs to be balanced. I would choose a crystal that would harmonize that. But when we're working intuitively, when working with ourselves and your little girls, children work very intuitively. They go innately to the first one that they love. And for whatever reason, it's just almost calling them. They're like, I love this one. I love this one. And generally speaking, it's exactly what our body needs. Our body knows exactly what it needs, and we are immediately drawn to it. So sometimes we can get a little bit heady about it, which is why I say if people go into a crystal store, try not to read what the description says, because it's getting a little bit more cerebral rather than intuitive. Because we generally are always drawn to exactly what we need at that particular time.
I see.
So it's really trusting the body and trusting the intuition. So many of people right now, especially in a busy city, our schedules are very full. Oftentimes we need stones that help to calm the nervous system, to ground us in, to help with stress reduction. And a lot of those stones are very calming and grounding. So jade is a really beautiful stone for calming and grounding. Smoky quartz, black tourmaline, a lot of these stones that help to draw our energy back in, rather than if you've ever had a panic attack or an anxiety attack, you start to get like, so we're really working on bringing the energy back down.
So this sounds like it would be great for teenagers who are dealing with so much on their plate today.
It's amazing.
Like during exams and finals and all of that, to have some crystals just to even shove into their pants and take with them.
Absolutely. Yes, because it's working with you in that exact moment, right? So it's helping crystals actually store energy and frequency. It's a very stationary hold that they have on energy. So it's in your pocket, it's radiating out that frequency, so helping to calm your body, helping to calm your system down. Even in your space, and if they were able to have it on their desk, in their pocket, in their backpack, anything that's like in their close area is very supportive.
And what is I feel like I see this everywhere I go, in people's homes, I see it everywhere.
It's selenite.
Selenite.
So selenite is an amazing stone, and I brought that today because it is a self-cleanser, and it helps to cleanse and charge all of their crystals. So if we look at, I think of crystals as a color spectrum, right? So we have, let's say, red on one spectrum, which is very low. It's a slow frequency. And then violet on the other side is a very high, very fine frequency, right? So again, slower musical tones, up, higher, quicker tones. Selenite is the highest tone. So it is the quickest tone. Almost think of like a hummingbird, like it's very fine, very high. Crown chakra, so it helps with meditation, it helps with creativity, but it also helps to cleanse and charge other crystals.
Really?
It's great to have in the home because it helps just keep the space very light and vibrant, right? So it really helps to bring the energy up.
It's elevating.
It's very elevating.
Beautiful. Well, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you for a little intro to crystal healing.
Yeah,
I love it.
thank you.
We're going to have you back and have you talk about grounding with us next time.
Yes.
But this was a great little intro. And I think that the great message I got was just to be a little bit more intuitive and not to read the signs and kind of go towards what you feel. Because if I were looking at this beautiful table, I would just grab this beautiful stone. And I'm not quite sure why, but you know.
That's a celestite, and it is a very, very healing, a very angelic stone. It's great for communication with your higher self and with calming and peace.
Well, I'm going to feel calm and peaceful and communicate with my higher self after this. Thank you, Mariah.
Thank you.
So nice to have you. And it was right here on Moms Matter. You met the beautiful Mariah and learned a little bit about crystals. And if you want to know more, you can follow her on Instagram and ask her any questions you have. We'll see you all next time.